Cancer, this is your weekly reading for January 26th through February 1st from Rogue Mystic Divination, and thank you for tuning in. I'm going to throw probably, because things are going to be that energetic this week. Great. I'm going to throw out 5 cards. And I'm going to read them all together. You could have a lot of things coming up out of nowhere that you have to deal with without the ability to prepare for anything. And I am just going to say right now, I am going to make a video just about this guy. This guy, I don't know why, but the Knight of Cups keeps irking me every time I see him. It does not mean he's in a bad position for you. It just means it's something that I need to get out of my system. And because there's some part of that that somebody else may need to hear. Let's see if I can set myself on fire at the same time, right? But we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and yay. I am a Cancer sun as well, so just reading this on the surface level, you're going to have to balance out whether or not something is actually going to be worth your time. Somebody from the past is going to end up contacting you, almost acting as though things have gotten better, but they have not. They are the same as they were. They may be trying to drag you into some kind of money-making opportunity, but it's not really going to make you any money. It's going to cost you time and money, if anything, and if you do have success with it at first, it's only going to be for the weekend, and then after that, it will be a tragedy, trying to squeeze water out of a stone. It's possible, but it's not easy, and it's not going to be worth the time and energy that you put into doing it. You are going to have to choose your self-respect over making someone feel like it's okay that this happened. It's not. It happened, and you're kind of juggling between the consequence and the expected consequence of a situation. And in reality, you can only count on what the solid thing is, the absolute. So keep that in mind whenever dealing with someone that's trying to make something look good. And that is how I keep trying. I'm not even trying to read him that way. I keep seeing like the Knight of Flowers from Game of Thrones, okay? He looks good, he sounds good, but in reality, he just prances around and looks pretty for most of the time and banks on the things that other people say about him as his armor to make him come off of a certain way, and without any defined skill. It's more luck for him that he survived up until this point, rather than skill. And even I want to take a little bit more of a positive turn on this Knight of Cups. It's following the intuition and being able to stand around and look pretty, because you can feel how things are going to move. You can feel who's going to do what. You can utilize that to move between these different personalities and these different emotions and these different energy groups that you're dealing with this week. You may have to get a little creative on how to move with this ebb and flow, but still be realistic. Because this is how things are trying to set out this week. And then this is the truth behind them, because this is how everyone's going to be shown at the end of it. This is how this situation, this energy that hits every part of your life is going to end up being. It's like you need to focus on self-respect and understand that there is a cost to there is a cost that you may be lacking. There is a resource that you may be lacking, and there's not going to be a way that you can get it for yourself. And it doesn't seem as though some woman may be trying to hand you money. And it's because of how they used to see you, or how they see your financial situation. And how you balance things out is going to be very, very important this week for the long run. Even if there is something that you don't have that you're not going to be able to get for yourself, the other way of reading this Queen of Wands in reverse and this Ten of Pentacles in reverse is that if someone does come in and give you money, and you're able to deal with some things you haven't been able to deal with for quite a while, and it's going to go easily, it's going to go in a very lubricated kind of a way, and it's going to give you this ability to juggle things and adapt to changes and things like that. There's going to be someone that comes out and expects to be able to play on your lack of self-confidence, but it's not going to work, because you're going to be able to stand up and say, no, and you're looking at the version of me from yesterday. This is me today, and that's not going to work today. If someone finds that you have resources, they may not be happy about it, and they may try and convince you that what you have is theirs, and it's not. So beware of that this week, Cancer. You may also find that you're biting your tongue, because that's what I just did. And unintentionally. And I do want to say that all rivers lead to the ocean, so even if you feel that you are in the confines right now and being rushed by the pressure that you're under and by the narrowing field that you're entering, eventually it is going to release. So beware of that this week, Cancer. Thank you for tuning in, and please be sure to like and sub if you're not already, and I will see you next week.